Good morning. I hopped on, I think 2 minutes early just to get settled and let people hop in. I know that some of the people in our chat are out running some errands and such, but that's okay. I just wanted to hop on here and get this started. Give it a minute. Target. Just crossing off some stuff that I did already. Hello, Amanda. Good morning. I know it's not morning for you, but good morning from California. We were chatting last night, or when Chrissy did her live yesterday, she was like, "Oh, Amanda's not here." I was like, "Yeah, it's 12:49 in the morning for her." Hey, Sheila. Cool. Writing some stuff down, giving everybody a minute to pop on, get situated here. And let's make sure that we have our moderations on that. You have to be a subscriber to comment. Cool. Of course. I wasn't sure why Phineas came up, but hey, I was rolling with it. But I figured you meant phone, but I was going with it. We were going with it. I wasn't questioning. Um, oh goodness, I just wrote all over the page because I dropped the pen. It's fine, right? Hey, Kimberly. My phone's being crazy because I moved my shoulder out of the way. All right. Well, we've given it a couple minutes so we can get started here in just a second. I'm just checking last week to see if I missed anything. That needed to be carried over. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's get started, and if I need to, I will write more down as we go. All right. Wow. There are 55 people in here. All right. So Sunday goals. We have been doing Sunday goals since November 17th, and this is the 29th of December that we are doing this live. On Sunday goals, my goal is to keep it accountable for myself, but also to encourage all of you to get out there and think about your goals, write your goals down, be able to follow up on your goals. So my top 3 to-do items for today are the laundry. So I have, right before I hopped on here, I put a load in the dryer that I had washed before I headed out to take care of the cat that I'm watching. So that's in the dryer. And then I had some blankets and stuff from when the dog that I was watching is here, that was here. Those are in the washing machine now. And then when those move over, I need to put my bed linens in there as well and get those moving. So that'll be a process pretty much throughout the day because I have so many different loads that need to go, but I need to make sure that all of the laundry is clean, folded, hung, and put away to include my bed linens. I need to pay my rent today, so rent is due on the 1st, but I want to get it dropped off today in the mailbox for the rent drop. So I need to drop that today, and I need to make cookies. I've got some, yeah, 55 people, Amanda. I was like, what is happening? We're down to 14, but hey, I'll take it. I mean, that was cool for a minute there. Um, I need to make cookies. I made some. I haven't made the rest of them, so I just need to finish up with what I was doing with the cookies. So those have to get done today. My would be nice items, so they can be done today or they can be done this week before next Sunday goals. Get gas. I usually try to get gas on Sundays. Worst case, I get it on Monday when I am heading to work. I'll stop and grab gas on my way to work. I by no means am going to run out of gas today or on my way tomorrow, so I don't need to make a special trip if I don't leave the house just to get gas. Like, I don't need to go get gas specifically because I'll run out or whatever tomorrow on the way to work. So, gas either today or tomorrow when I head to work. I need to record my videos, so I have my Tiny Tuesday, my Happy Wednesday, Happy Mail Wednesday videos that need to be recorded. So I need to take care of those. I need to go to the grocery store. I need bananas and bell peppers. And I have a coupon for $5 off of $5 or more. So my goal is to spend under $1 because I just need bananas and bell peppers. So I have to hit the $5 mark for the coupon to work. So when I had one recently, I had spent before the coupon, it was $5.37, and then the coupon came off, so it was 37 cents. So that's my goal today, again, is to be under $1 with that, hopefully. From last week's list that I did not do was to list 5 items for sale. I didn't list a single item for sale, so I'm going to try to get 5 items listed for sale this week, if not more. If I get at least the 5, that's fantastic. If I get more than 5, then that's awesome. I need to pack and mail the box to Lex. I needed to pay my Target card because I had bought some Christmas gifts that I sent directly to the people that they were for. I stopped at Target this morning after I took care of the cat, and I paid that card off in person. That's fine, Amanda. So that's paid. I need to Oh, I need to make a return. I need to make a return because I had bought a jar that I was hoping to use at work, and it just wasn't the right size or style of use. So I'm going to return that one. I found a better one. And I also need a bottle of Seafoam. It's like for your engine. You pour it in the gas tank, and it helps to clean out your engine and your fuel injection lines and what have you. So I need to get a bottle of that. Put that on the list. Yep. I need to fill the 2 5-gallon water jugs for work. Okay. And 2 Shamrock drinks. Okay. Oh, and I need to do cash stuffing video. For my January 1st check. So that'll be this week that I'll do that. Oh, I need to check with getting ready to move. I need to check when I have to cancel my yoga. Because I don't want to pay for an additional month if I obviously won't be able to use it because of moving. So I just need to check on that so I can set a reminder on when that needs to be done, canceled. And then this office is chaos. So when I had the dog here, usually I don't watch animals in my home, but this dog is very good. He's well behaved. Right. I'm excited to move, but also not excited to move. The whole like actually physically packing and moving and unpacking and settling in part, no. Changing my environment where I currently work, you know, is good and bad. I like where I work, I like what I'm doing. But it's also really expensive here, and I'm just kind of over that and ready to be back somewhere where it's less expensive. So, that kind of thing. And be with the person, that kind of thing. So I'm excited for that part, but just the actual act of moving and getting situated to move is not fun. But it's worth it. But yeah, so while the dog was here, I had put some stuff that I was going through that was out in like the living room and such. I had just brought it into the office to be able to close the door so that he couldn't get into anything when I wasn't home, or when I wasn't paying attention to him. So there's just kind of extra clutter in here right now, which is fine because I need to go through it to see what I'm keeping and what's going away, which is why it was in the living room. So now I'm just going to keep it in here and do that from here. Oh, Amanda, don't say those things. Don't say those things. You can't speak it into existence, Um, I was talking to my cousin's wife because my cousin's in the army, and I was trying to tell her that they needed to come to the same base that I'm going to next, which I should hopefully put my little Christmas card announcement up today publicly, but we'll see. But he apparently told her that it's not an option for him, unfortunately. And I was like, that's so lame. Like, come there. It would be cool if I was, the two of us were stationed in the same area, because then we could see each other often and have family in the area while being both active duty. But he said it's not possible. So that's lame. But oh well. I wonder I wonder if you can come where I live, Amanda, where I'll be living next. Um, I don't know if that's even an option, but so today, not necessarily today, like getting it done, but I want to work on it, is just work on the office. So, honestly, I'm just writing office down on my to-do list because there's just a lot that needs to be done in here, and I don't want to break it down too much and then just avoid it completely. Basically, I just need to come in here and go through what's in here, from the stuff that I brought in while the dog was here visiting, and take that stuff out once I've gone through it, as far as if it's staying or if it's being donated or whatever. And then if it's staying, I need to figure out if I need it before I actually move or not. If I don't need it before I move, then it needs to get packed into one of the totes, the black totes that I have, and it needs to go down to the garage, because what I want to do over these next like 2 weeks is if it doesn't need to be utilized between now and when I actually move, then it needs to just go in the garage. My thought process on that is when it's actually moving day, if more stuff is in the garage, then it's going to be that much easier and less stressful to just load up from the garage because it's on the ground level. One, two, it's just less movement because we can just put the moving truck right in front of the garage and just load it from there. Obviously, not like the furniture, the bed, the desk, like that kind of stuff that I'm using, that'll be moved into the moving truck directly from inside the house. So that's fine. I'm not worried about that. But that excess stuff can go down there and be out of the way and be out of sight, out of mind before that. I need to meal plan and prep as needed. So I think I need to make waffles. I think I'm out of waffles. Ah, yes. Yes. Okay, that's a good list, Amanda. How far out do you usually find out? Because I know it's different for everybody, so I don't know how the army does it for when your time comes for rotation. But because I know we talked recently and it was like 18 months, so I think now we should be down to like 17 or 16 maybe. I don't know how long ago that was, but um, do you get like a good enough amount of time, especially coming from Oconus to Conus, as far as where you'll get to be going next? I'm trying to think what else I might need to make for this week. So I may need waffles because I don't have any waffles left. Okay, 1 year out, that makes sense. That's what ours is. Give or take a month. It's just like there's a calendar that you have to follow for like when the window's actually open. So it could be like 13 months that your window opens, or it could be like 11 months when your window opens. It just depends on the calendar based on your rotation date. It's kind of weird. Um, but it's roughly a year out, per se. Um, waffles. Let me write down the waffles because I know I need those. I think I don't need to make any major meals. I think I have enough frozen as far as like the things that I've made in the previous weeks where I keep a serving or two and I freeze them. I think between those and the meal preps that I had bought and froze, I don't need to cook this week, I think, except for the waffles. But I'm going to double check, and if I need to, then I will. But to my knowledge, I think I'm okay. We shall see in a little bit when I check on that stuff. Um, what else do I need to do? I am hungry right now. I don't know if you just heard my stomach growl, but I am hungry. Okay. Um, All right, let's see. Oh, I need to check if my profile updated yet because I need to get my new ID. Oh, yes, Amanda. My, like, coming here, for us, they call it PRD, so that they have the wiggle room. So it's projected rotation date. So when I got here and checked in and everything, my PRD was January of 25. So being that my school is in February, my actual rotation date is in the first week of February because I can't check into the school early. I the earliest I can check in is the Saturday before the school starts on that Monday. The latest I can check in is the Sunday. So I can check in either Saturday or Sunday, and then school starts Monday. And then I'm in school, and then I check out the day that school ends, and then my actual like estimated date of arrival and my no later than date are the middle of the following month. So the middle of April. That's so that if I need or want to take leave, I can, plus like drive time, travel time, whatever. And I get my travel days, proceed days, and then if I take anything more than that, they would charge me leave. Yeah, that's different too because you're basically like the orders are basically your permission to be in that country. So it may be one of those things that he can leave before that, but he can't leave after that type thing. I'm not sure. Interesting for sure. But I will say I have yet to leave a command on the actual original PRD that I had when I checked in. My first command, the Navy just extended me to, again, go to a school, and so they extended me until I had to check out to go to the school. My second command, I requested to extend. Third command, I requested to extend. Excuse me. And then this is my fourth, and they've extended me just for the school. So we'll see. Well, yeah, well, traumatic, but also just so different. Like this one for you guys was so different because it's not a CONUS thing, it's an OCONUS. So everything that you had known about PCSing was totally different because it's a whole different world when you're PCSing OCONUS, which makes sense. And I've never had to PCS OCONUS, I just deployed. So that's the only exposure I've had to it. And it's obviously very different because I just went for the 6 months and came back, but also I didn't have to plan anything. I didn't have to do any of the logistical work. I just had to show up at the place we were told we were leaving from on the day and the time we were told we were leaving so that I could get there. Same thing on the way back. So I didn't have to deal with any of the logistics of it. Which I feel like an OCONUS move, especially with a family, is potentially very stressful. But exciting in the sense of being able to live and experience another country, especially with family. Thank you for the hearts someone's giving. It doesn't show me who's giving them, but thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, pets. Pets is a whole different world when you're PCSing anywhere that's not just within the continental United States because there's different rules and the quarantines and all that. So different. So different. Family, at least there's they're all humans and the rules of quarantine is not the same, whatever. But pets just are a whole different thing. Whole different thing. I don't care. Getting messages from Uber Eats about their promo. I don't care. I'm not using you. Think if there's anything else really major that I need to do this week that needs to get added to the list. Oh, let me sign up for yoga. I need to get some yoga in this week. I'm supposed to go today, which is exciting. And then I need to sign up for some for during this week. My friend might come with me today. We'll see. She has not confirmed yet, but she said possibly. Yeah, the vacation part is exciting, so you can get like that part is something to look forward to, but that also takes up some time between now and when you're actually supposed to be coming back, and then having family visit will be great. Hello, I am great. How are you? No worries, Sheila. Listening away, working on your budget. Oh, Amanda said please. Amanda said please. Yes, we are polite and respectful around here, otherwise you go away. You're updating the budget for the upcoming week or closing out the budget from this past week, Sheila? Upcoming. Getting ready. So I found a penny yesterday. I don't remember where I found this one. But I found a penny today. This is my Sunday Goals Live. It is to help me set my goals for the week and also to help everyone else that's watching to be able to set their goals, keep themselves on track with their goals. If they have questions about setting goals, we chat about that here. If they need some motivation, we share that here, that kind of thing. So we are working on our Sunday goals. So I've talked about my goals, and as we're chatting through some other stuff, just catching up with each other, I write down some other things if they pop up for my goals. What are your goals for the week, Tushar? I appreciate it, Amanda. True. Gotta wait to close out December because we've got today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. And then we close out not just December, but we close out 2024. It's crazy that we're already there. Crazy. Actually, that's something. I want to find like one of those year in review or whatever type thing and look at my spending for the year and see how I did as far as like bills, nonsense spending, all that kind of thing. So, year in review sheet. And then I do want to double check my January 1st paycheck so that I can pull in the reins a little bit on the spending and such, because I don't think I need as much in some of the categories as what I've put up there. Yeah, Amanda, that sometimes that makes me nuts when I'm like missed something. I didn't write down what I spent or whatever, but aligning your stuff so that you can get rid of the ones that you're not going to utilize for a bit, that is important. Hey, we're all about the side hustle here, so extra jobs are extra jobs, delivering pizza, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Instacart, all those things, those are options, or dog walking, picking up dog poop in people's backyards, pet sitting, babysitting, depending on if that's something you enjoy slash capable of, have experience with, what have you. Well, Amanda, you have the rest of today, you have tomorrow, and you have Tuesday. So I'm putting you on notice that I'm going to follow up with you and see if you've worked on this. So I'm putting it on my to-do list, actually. Follow up with Amanda. About her envelopes and her buckets. Wrote it down. Oh, I did mail you that envelope, by the way. I forget what day, but I did mail it. Oh, true. During the Zoom, you're going to work on it. Um, oh, yeah, let me write that over here. So when I do my Summit goals, I write down the stuff that I know is coming up for that same day so I can factor in, you know, things that I have on the schedule for the day. So as I'm working through things, I also know. So yeah, listed off some of the things you've done. Hey, if there's a demand for it in the area you live in, why not, right? Driving for Uber, delivering for Uber Eats, DoorDash, is Grubhub still a thing? Instacart, all those are easy, and it's not like you have to be on a schedule like if you have a side job at a store or restaurant, whatever, where you have to actually like have the schedule. Those type of things you just open up the app and see if there's a demand as far as that time of day, that area, whatever. Because for me, if I was to do those things, I wouldn't want to pick up ones that are a long drive, things like that, because I feel like it's not as. I am from the East Coast, but I currently live on the West Coast. Chrissy said nope. Chrissy said go away. But yeah, so having those side job options really just depends on the area that you're from, as far as if they are vital ways of income, because some areas you could drive for those things. You could have an account to drive or deliver or whatever, and you only get one or two options a week because people don't really utilize it, or you don't really have stores that are available in that area. Where my one friend lives, like, she only lives 45 minutes from me here, and she is not able to get much delivered to them just because of where they're at, like a little bit of a remote location, kind of, like not super remote, but there's one restaurant that pops up if they open up like Uber Eats or whatever, and the delivery fee is like $13.99. Like, you're out of your mind. I'm good. I don't need to order food that's already highly increased as far as pricing, because, if you go sit at the restaurant or whatever, it wouldn't be as expensive as you get it on Uber Eats and such. But it's already increased in price, and then you're going to throw in like a $10 to $15 delivery fee on top of the extra taxes and fees and such that Uber Eats already adds in. No, thank you. No, thank you. Sometimes I order Uber Eats, but I pick it up. But I order it if that restaurant doesn't have like an ordering option directly through them, or like phone options, whatever. I'll order through Uber Eats, but I'll only order it for pickup through Uber Eats if I look at their actual menu and I see that the pricing is the same or maybe slightly higher, but not much higher. Because worst case, I can walk into the restaurant and order it and then sit in the car for 10, 15 minutes and then come get the food. But every now and then I do want to order food, but I make sure that I'm being reasonable with it. You're not late. We just chit chat around here, you know? Um, I want to make sure that I'm being conscious of how I spend. So that's why if I'm going to order something through Uber Eats for pickup, that I'm not paying a bunch of extra just for the convenience of ordering it through Uber Eats. Like, I enjoy the one Thai place here in town, and I can order it either by walking in and ordering it or ordering it on Uber Eats, and it's the exact same price, but I will pick it up. I don't deliver stuff. The only time I order something for Uber Eats for delivery is to other half, because obviously not here, like not in the same place as me. Hey, Psych, how are you? We've missed you. We haven't seen you on the past couple weeks. Um, why no delivery? Just because a lot of times it's just more expensive. Um, oh, Chrissy! Psych is fine. Two-Faced Masquerade, have a great day. Thank you for coming by. They'd be going crazy. Yeah, Psych is okay. Psych was actually really engaged the one day, so I don't know if woo, sorry, shook the desk there. Um yeah, Psych was good. Psych was good. Um I don't know if we can like bring Psych back. There we go. Psych, I think you can chat again. If you try and comment again, Psych, I think I got you back. That was just a boo boo. Sorry. Um, so no delivery because it's just expensive. Like, the delivery fees are expensive sometimes. Yeah, there you are, Psych. There you are. She just was accidentally muted you, not the other one. It's all good. It's all good, Chrissy. No worries. Two-Faced Masquerade, we balance it out, We chat it out through our struggles and whatnot here. We've got some good friends that we keep up with here, not just on Sunday Goals, but there's a good group of us that are in a chat outside of Sunday Goals, and we keep up. But yeah, I've noticed that when I go to order food, the prices are increased, not just um yes, like so if you pay for Uber One or whatever it's called, it's $10 and then that waives the delivery fees. However, the price on the food, so say I'm gonna order like a burger and fries from a local restaurant, right? Well, if I walk into the restaurant and I sit down and I eat it, it's say $14. Just given random prices here, okay? Well, I pull up Uber Eats and I try to order from that same restaurant, that same burger and fries, and on the menu, that $14 burger is $18. So it's already more expensive, or even $16, right? So just somewhat more, $2, $4 more, whatever. Okay. And then there's like the taxes and fees, which isn't the delivery fee that's waived. It's all the other little fees that Uber charges. So now you add that in, and it's like $8 or whatever that gets added into your meal. And then it shows your delivery fee waived, and then you have to tip. Okay, Two Face Masquerade, we'll see you later. I do this every Sunday, so come on back next Sunday. Right, and so psych, I have done that, where I'll order if it's like a buy one get one or whatever, um, if it's reasonable, because I'll add this stuff to the cart and I'll look at it to see what the total is going to be with the fees and everything. Also, I will use it if I can do the pickup option. So, like a while back, Jersey Mike's had buy one get one only on certain subs. So if you wanted like the turkey and provolone or the Italian or whatever, there was like three or four subs, and you could order it through the app either for pickup or delivery, either way, and it was buy one get one. And so I did it as pickup, and I did the buy one get one, and I ordered them the exact same way because they were both for me. One was just for that day, one was for the next day. And then I still paid, I think, the taxes because I mean, obviously, you pay tax on it. But when I looked at Jersey Mike's app slash website, that buy one get one wasn't an option. So I was like, okay, well, I can do this. But if I had it delivered, it was going to be so much more. So that's why I just picked it up. It's literally a mile down the road anyway. So there's no point in me not just going for the quick drive to pick it up, or even like if I'm on my way home from work, say, I can order something for pickup before I leave work, and then by the time I get to that place, it should be ready, and then I just pick it up and head home. But I do usually like once a month, maybe twice a month, send meals to my other half. Right. You save so much by doing it for pickup, and then you get the fresh air, and if it's daytime, you get the sunshine. If it's evening, you just get out of the house for a little change of pace kind of thing. My other half is in a different state, so I'll order food for him sometimes. Either like barbecue or Chinese, whatever he's feeling like, or if he just says order food, you pick, then I'll pick the cuisine. But I do look for options with either like buy this, get half price, or buy this, get one free type thing. And usually I look for things like that where you get a plate of something, so you get the main dish and then two sides and then the add-on. So I bought barbecue recently. Um I like I ordered him the plate, so it was brisket and then the two sides. And then I ordered the sausage links, but the sausage links was buy one get one. and they were decent sized sausage links. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll order these for him because then he can use this the next morning for breakfast because he can just chop up the sausage and do sausage and eggs or whatever. And it was funny because I ordered it and then it got to him and he's like, "Why did you order so much?" Excuse me. And I said, "Well, I figured, you could use that tomorrow morning for like sausage and eggs." And he was like, "Oh, this is smart." I was like, "Yeah, why not?" Yeah, if you order, to have delivered to somebody else like that, like to Shay's dad, that's cool. That's awesome to be able to do that. From time to time, I'll order maybe groceries or food to be delivered to a friend type thing, whatever. Yeah, so it's like sometimes, not sometimes actually, every time I go to order stuff for him, when I open up the app and it has his address in there, it's like, "You seem a little bit far away. Are you sure this is the right address?" Yes, yes, it is. Thank you. Let me order my stuff. Thank you. Um, One time my friend was really sick and she's on the other side of the country. And no, I have not seen that psych. I think I need to go look for that now. Unlike the regular Uber, instead of taking a vehicle, you can take a helicopter. I need to look at that just to see because that's entertaining. But my one friend was sick and she's on the other side of the country. And so I ordered some groceries from, I think from Publix, and like had them delivered to her door. And I put in the notes, like, please just leave at the door, you know, uh, people are sick. And so that the delivery driver didn't try to wait for somebody to open the door and such. Um, Amanda said, no way. Uh, but yeah, as soon as the stuff got there and I got the picture that showed it was delivered, I texted her. I was like, okay, go open the door. Your stuff's at the door. But I ordered her some like comfort food, some cold meds, like that kind of thing, and some snacks for her kids so that they could just like chill out and relax and have some snacks. But to not have to worry about finding somebody that could drop stuff off to her, that was so awesome. It is kind of crazy, Chrissy, for sure. I'm not sure if I would do it either. I might. I did one of those little helicopter tours around St. Louis when we were driving through there. My friend had never been on a helicopter and she really wanted to do it, so we did that. We flew around, and it was a tiny helicopter that we flew around in. Like the wind blew and the helicopter shook. I was like, "Oh, okay." Um, and then when I was younger, I was probably like 8 or 9. We, as a family, took a helicopter tour around the Grand Canyon. That was super cool because you got to see everything from above instead of just like from the ridges of it. You could actually see down into the canyon and everything. That was really neat. Um, and then skydiving, that's a whole different experience as far as like going up in that aircraft and then jumping out of it. Uh, I've done that once in New Jersey and once in Las Vegas. That's so cool. It's so neat that we can do that. We can go on these helicopter rides and such to see places. And yes, Chrissy, crazy to think that, this stuff didn't exist, however many years ago. And that's when we had to, see if we knew somebody in the area where our friend was sick or whatever, that we could have them deliver something to our friend's front door kind of thing. Oh, you don't enjoy flying. Get it. Definitely not a helicopter thing then, because a helicopter is a much more traumatic experience than a regular aircraft if you don't like flying. Um, that's why, Chrissy, that's why yesterday I made that comment about like having a 90s game day with the kids, with the family, because Uber a doctor to you. I mean, you have telemed now, but obviously that's not needing a physical exam of any kind. But you have telehealth, so I mean, it's kind of the same. But I wouldn't be surprised if it comes up that you can just Uber one to come see you in person. Um, but the 90s game night, meaning like no electronics involved in those games, so playing an actual board game, playing Scrabble, playing Monopoly, back to we don't have the ability to utilize technology for any of that stuff. So making popcorn at home, making, stuff, dinner at home, everything. No ordering anything, no even doing pickup, that kind of thing. Doing it a whole old school to get the kids like a disconnected from the outside world type of game night. Oh, favorite board game. I like Monopoly, but it's long. So that kind of thing, I think Monopoly is fun, but you have to have the patience to play the whole game. Not as long as life, I know, but it's fun. And then I like Uno. No, it's not a board game, it's a card game, but it's still fun. Oop, that's where I'm at. We don't have Uber Eats. You are the Instacart, Amanda. You are. Scrabble's a lot of fun. Mafia? No, I'm gonna write it down though. What is Mafia? It's a board game, psych? Mafia. It's a board game or a video game? So, Amanda, when I first read it and I read it as installation, meaning like, where you live. But then I was like, no, she definitely means Instacart. Oh, it's like one of those like clue type games, the where you go through and figure out type thing. That's cool. I'll have to look it up because that sounds like fun. Um, I've done I've gone to an escape room twice and those are fun. Um, so I don't know if it's not the same because it's a whodunit thing, but the escape rooms are fun too. The one that I did, like living here, it was kind of hard. We tried. It was kind of hard, but also like it was frustrating for us because we were asking for like a clue. You ask the monitor person for a clue, and they weren't paying attention to us. So it would take like 5 to 6 minutes to get them to give you a clue. Yes, escape rooms, you are locked in the space. The one that I went to was really just a room. Like it was a big room, but you're in a room, and then all your clues are all without the throughout the room to get you out of the room. And then the other one I went to um was like a small apartment size, you could say. Because it had like different rooms, like different sections or whatever, but it wasn't huge. Yeah, so the first one that I did, the escape room I did, was with a friend. She's an older friend that I met when I was on my deployment because she worked at the USO there. So I went with her and a couple of her friends and like one or like two of their kids. So it was kind of like a mix of ages. Um, and then the other one I went to was my one of my best friends, her husband, his sister, and her wife, and we did it, the five of us. That one was not as much fun because it was complicated, and that was the one that was the person wasn't responding to us well, like quickly when we asked for like our clues and such from them. They just weren't really answering us. Oh no, I've done more than that. I just thought about it. I've done four. Whatever. Go-karting. Whew. I don't know. I don't know when I went last. It is a fun idea. So, Sheila, I don't know if it makes any difference to you, to him, whatever, but like some of them, they're not small spaces. Like some of them are big, like you go from room to room kind of thing, but it is still a matter of you being locked in there. So for some people with claustrophobia, that's the problem. The fact that they know they can't just get out. Now there is like the emergency exit where you can push the button and it'll unlock the door, but it ends your time. It ends your escape room. So you have an hour to get out of there from when you start it. And so if you push the emergency button, like your escape room time is just over, which to me is fine. But yeah, it ends your time. You have control. It's figuring out the mystery to get you out. Yeah. But not just like open the door and walk out control. You have to figure out the whole steps to unlock the door. So yeah, I actually did two in Texas and I've done two here now that I think back. There's an emergency unlock. When they give you the brief before you go in there, they show it to you so you know where it is and how to use it. Um, and they let you know that it alerts them if you hit the emergency unlock and that you can't like basically go back in and continue. Once you open it, if you hit that button, then it's essentially you have ended your escape room. So they tell you that before you start, and they tell you how to utilize theirs because they're all slightly different depending on where you're at. But yeah, they give you that aspect of per se control in understanding how to get out of there if you needed to before the actual time is up. Um, I miss playing The Sims. I used to play The Sims on the computer. Um, I know it's still kind of a thing, but I don't know. It used to be so much fun to play The Sims, but I just don't put the time into it now. I play some games on my phone a little bit here and there, but that's really it. Huh. Never heard of it. Psych. So we're gonna write that down and we're gonna look it up. I've heard of the things like Too Good to Toss and things like that. It's those apps that basically restaurants can put up meals that were ordered and never picked up or were ordered but ordered wrong, like made wrong or something like that. Um, or just stuff that isn't like 100% perfect anymore. So they do it in big bulks of like orders so people can grab it. But say it's $20 worth of produce, it's only $10 that you buy. But Too Good to Toss is one of those things that you have to have stores that are actually participating in your area. And the last time I had downloaded it, oh, okay. Well, I wrote it down, so I'm gonna look at it when we get off of the live. I'll check that one out. Um, because I have not heard of that one. So I'll check it out for sure, Psych. Thank you for that one. Limiting social media as far as the scrolling and such, Chrissy, and keeping your schedule. Yeah, those are important to me. For 2025, I really want to focus on dedicating my self to learning and using time blocking. I know that February and March, like when I'm in the school and then like when I'm moving, that's going to be harder to do it then, but I can still sort of plan. Um, but I want to really try time blocking for 2025. Um, that's ideal for me is to do time blocking to be able to try to focus my ADHD a bit better. Yep, being intentional with my time, which is very important to me. So I think time blocking will help me be intentional with my time for sure. And my follow through on things. Psych. Actually, I just thought about this. I think when we talked to you was the first one. I think maybe was that like the first or the second one. And you said 18 months. So now you've got 17, right? 17 or is it, are you down to 16 now? Or did I mix up my timeline with Amanda having 18 months left out there? I very well may have mixed up my timeline. No, it's just I have these are Anchor headphones and that's all I'm using. It's just my Anchor headphones to be able to block out the sounds around me because I have like my patio door is open for the fresh air, so there's some sounds that come in and so I just try to block that out so I don't get distracted. Um and then I use it as my microphone. Oh, you don't have a specific date yet. Okay. Hey, that's cool though. You're knocking out time. You know, you can do chunks of time in the sense of how you block it. So when, you know, when you want to count down to something, but you don't want to count necessarily days, you can count like, okay, this many months or this many whatevers, or you do it by, you know, okay, the next holiday coming up is New Year. So, okay, cool, knocking that out. Yeah, Amanda. Um, yeah, just, you know, being getting yourself in shape. And you said you were working on figuring out starting a business when you're done with your time. So you're able to utilize like library type stuff, right? Um, because I know there's a lot of good books for like how to be not just necessarily an entrepreneur, but for starting a business and things like that. Well, being able to travel a little bit, you could plan that stuff out too. There's books for places for travel, such like that, and the internet, you know. Yes, that one's a good one, Psych. That one for sure is a good one. And um, I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. That one's a good one. Um, Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover is a good one. Good concepts. His baby steps are good. Not everybody like wants to follow the baby steps exactly, but his concepts are good to help you with understanding that it's, you know, discipline based. It's behavior. It's not just about following the baby steps specifically, but understanding the behaviors that go into spending and whatnot. Napoleon Hill. Oh, that's awesome, psych. I'm glad to know that you're able to go through the steps, of writing the things down so that you can follow up on it and keep yourself more organized. Um, as like a potential business owner, I think a really good author is Brene Brown. Um, she wrote Dare to Lead, um, and then she has a whole bunch of other ones like Atlas of the Heart and um, I forget the other names off the top of my head right now, but Dare to Lead is a really good one as far as looking at yourself from a different perspective on how to be a leader in the professional world, and not just having the mindset of like, okay, well, we're going to do things this way because I said so. It really teaches you to understand your people and work in that sense. So, not just this is what we're doing just because I said so. Um, Brene Brown's really good, Chrissy. I don't know if you've read any of hers. Yeah, Dare to Lead is a good start with her, and then just looking at her other books as well. Psych. I think, I think so, Chrissy. I think she has like that um, niche as well. I think she does speak too. But her books are really good in the sense of it has the concept of teaching you the stuff with the self improvement aspect as well. Um, and Dare to Lead is pretty short. It's a skinny book, kind of like Who Moved My Cheese. Um, it's a little skinny book, and it's kind of a quick read. But at my last command, we read it for like book club, and then we met together and talked about it, whatever. Ooh, look at you hustling. Not, and you're not doing that where you would get in trouble, right? They just don't have one with them. Don't be doing things getting yourself in trouble. But hey, I guess if they want to use it, and they're not like restricted from having one, restricted from using one, like $40 for an hour. Hey, it's a hustle. You can pay your phone bill with that money, right? I'm sure for them, they appreciate being able to even have the opportunity to utilize one, to be able to, communicate with people and such. And I've heard that for sure about your situation, that there's things like that people, are able to get like through commissary, such like that, and then um, have that supply and demand type aspect. Yeah, family, updating family, checking in with them, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that. Um, being able to communicate, which is nice. Not just letters too, because letters obviously are still good. They're still, done from the person directly and such, but being able to hear their family's voices is nice, I'm sure. Chrissy, at least 39.95, okay? 39.95. That is crazy. It's not like a set schedule where it's like Sunday routine or anything like that. Um, it's just whatever they feel like. if you have your own cell phone, can you use it just whenever you want? Or do you still have like some set guidelines as far as time with it? Don't say anything that would get you in any trouble. Just skip that if that's exactly. Get them family gifts, but that $39.95 little discount there for the people, you know? Oh, okay. So just depending on who's working that day. Fair enough. That's good. And if you're on good behavior anyway, you're low on the radar, so they don't necessarily care what you're doing. Yeah, that's true. They just want it to be, you know, a smooth sailing day. So if it's simple things that you all want to do, then they will let you do it so that you guys stay calm. It's funny because you would think the young ones would understand that their job is literally easier if they don't go a certain dominance and, you know, keeping the peace. Because it's not that they're giving into things left and right that they shouldn't be or whatever, but if you're able to keep the peace outside of asserting dominance, why wouldn't you? All right, friends, we have made it an hour and 12 minutes. I am going to hop off of here because I do need to eat something. And the laundry that's in the dryer should be ready to come out and be folded. And then the laundry that's in the washer should be ready to go in the dryer. So I'm going to get my butt up and moving. And yes, so far, psych, I have done this every Sunday since November 17th. So I have the only Sunday I missed doing my recap video, like in the evening on Sunday, was last Sunday. And I was just kind of in a funk last week, being, it was Christmas and just being here alone and whatnot, not having my family and such. So I was just in a place. I was delayed on my videos last week that I post usually on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and I didn't do my Sunday recap. But I will do my recap today. I will be on it. I have yoga this evening, and then when I get back from yoga, I'll be able to do my recap. And I will be on it with my videos this week. But yes, I will for sure be on here next Sunday for Sunday goals. And what I did today, I don't know if you were able to see that ahead of time, Psych, but I had scheduled it for 10 o'clock so that it notified the people that want to see it. Okay, we'll see you next week then, Psych. Bye. It was good to see you. Glad you're able to be here today. Have a good week. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I put up, like, I scheduled it yesterday for today so that people could see the time I was planning to go live today. This way, people could adjust it. If I can, the goal is going to be for the same time today. So I did 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That way, it's kind of good for most of the people to be able to be here in my little crew that normally would like to be here. Amanda, behave yourself. Yes, take care. Have a good week. Stay out of trouble. You're doing great. We enjoy seeing you. Definitely glad to see you here and having some good updates for us. So we'll chat with you next time. All right, crew. I'm gonna hop off of here. I'm gonna go work on laundry, make sure I pay my rent, and get those cookies made. Those are my top three. I'm gonna get those done, and I'll see the others of you on our Zoom in a little bit. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming by. I'll recap later today. Otherwise, I'll see you next week for Sunday goals. Bye.